Wildlife and Dinosaur Park. As you can see, our magnificent dinosaurs are just waking up, the first being the Tyrannosaurus Rex. T-Rex, meaning Tyrant King, was one of the largest carnivores to ever walk on Earth. A giant 5 meters tall and lived over 60 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. T-Rex weighed up to 500 pounds of flesh and bone in one single bite, 9-inch long razor-sharp teeth. Our next dinosaurs to wake up are carnivorous dinosaurs lived over 100 years.
Hi everybody, it's very nice to meet you. Right guys, now we have 3 male California sea lions here at Combe. We have an older male, he's 9, his name is Morgan, he's having the day off from shows today. And we also have a year-old pup, his name is Russo. However, Aero here is going to have to do the show for us all by himself today. Oh dear. Now that means, guys, it is really important that you give him an awful lot of encouragement during our show. Now that's really easy to do. Whenever Aero does something that you like, let him know he has done a good job with plenty of cheering. Lots of what, Aero? Yeah. Loads of clapping. Right, we're going to start off our presentation for you today, telling you a little bit about sea lions. Now, sea lions, they are very playful and very investigative animals. We use this to our advantage here at Combe by introducing lots of toys into their training program. That way we make it as fun as possible for them. So we're going to start off with some of Aero's favourite toys, and we're going to start off with his ring. Now, as I said, sea lions, they are naturally very playful in the wild. They pick up and play with all sorts of objects that they find in their environment. Now, usually those would be things like seaweed or driftwood. Hopefully not plastic rings. Occasionally they will bring them up to shore for further investigate. Well done, Aero. Fantastic stuff. Excellent stuff, you. Thank you very much. Now, another of Aero's favourite toys that we're going to play with next is his frisbee. Now, this leads me on very nicely to let all of you know everything that you're going to see Aero doing during our show today. They are called behaviours, not tricks. The reason for that being they're all just extensions of behaviours or abilities that the sea lions can already naturally do. Now, the frisbee is a really good example of this. If you watch Aero, when I feed him his fish, you may notice that he does not chew it at all. It just goes down whole. In fact, a lot of the time, it doesn't even touch the sides. Now, what a sea lion would do in the wild if they were to come across a fish too big to swallow in one go, they grasp it between their teeth, give it a good shake. That breaks it up into much smaller parts, which they can then swallow. So are you ready, Aero? Off we go. Oh, Aero. That, young man, was a poor effort. I think we can try that one more time, guys. Right, Aero, are you ready this time? Yeah, can we get that salute? Thank you very much. You ready? On we go. Jog it! Much better. A little bit. Nice, guys. Well done. 10 out of 10 for effort. Good try. Can you go get that for me? Excellent stuff. Now, another very good example of those natural behaviours that we were talking about earlier is that very famous sea lion behaviour, the one we've already seen, and that is that big clapping sea lion. Can we see another clap from you, please, Aaron? Thank you very much. Now, hands up, please, everybody who thinks sea lions sit about in the wild clapping each other when they have done something particularly funny or clever. Does anyone think that? Well, I can see we've tricked a few. Well, I hate to shatter any illusions here today, but I can tell you that is not what that behaviour is really used for. Really, finally, this is the movement that sea lions use to propel themselves through the water with their absolutely huge front flippers. Now, these flippers are incredibly strong. This is where a sea lion holds the majority of its muscle power, which is immense. In fact, those flippers are so strong that Aero here can hold his entire body weight on those two front flippers. You ready to see handstand? A bit better than that, please, Aero. Off you go. Excellent stuff. And to put that into perspective for all of you guys, I can tell you that today, Aero, he weighs 128 kilos. He is rather large, an awful lot of sea lion to hold up on those two front flippers. Now, the reason why those front flippers are so strong and so powerful is because these, as I already said, are what they use to propel themselves through the water. Now, using those big, powerful flippers, sea lions are capable of doing some pretty nifty swimming. So we're going to get a demonstration for you now of a type of swimming called porpoising or bow riding. Aero, are you ready? Excellent stuff. Right then, Aero, off you go. Give us a minute, guys. A bit of a lazy sea lion on our hands this afternoon, I'm feeling. Are you ready, Aero? Go, go, go! Go on! Excellent stuff! Now this can get the sea lions up to speeds of around 25 miles per hour, making California sea lions the fastest pinniped in the world. Pinnipeds being all your seals, sea lions and walruses. Well done, Aero. Fantastic. Give yourself a nice big clap. Excellent, Duffy. Big high five. Well done. Right. Now, when doing that sort of porpoising, that is an absolutely brilliant behaviour for wild sea lions when they are trying to evade predators. There are some very big, scary predators out there in the wild, and unfortunately, all a sea lion can really do is move through the water as quickly as possible to get themselves up onto land. Now, there are two main predators of the California sea lion. One of those is the orca, otherwise known as a killer whale. And I don't know if anyone could guess what the other might be. If we ask Aero here to give us a little bit of a clue. Ready, Aero? What is it? Uh-oh. Can anyone guess what it might be? Shout it out for me, guys! It most certainly is. And what absolutely terrifying shark impression that is too. Nice big round of applause for Aero's amazing shark impression. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Aero. Now, there is something that those very scary sharks and killer whales have in common that Aero here hates. What is it? Big sharp teeth. That's right. Are they scary, Aero? Yes, they are. Oh, dear. Well done. You give yourself a clap. Excellent. Right. Now, during our porpoising demonstration, you may have heard me say that California sea lions are the fastest of all pinnipeds, being your seals, sea lions and walruses. Now, lots of people do get seals and sea lions confused. They think they're one and the same. However, they are actually two different types of animal. There are three main ways to tell them apart. The first, if we take a look at these huge front flippers again, please, Aero. Give a little look. Thank you very much. Now, seals' front flippers are a lot smaller, only about the size of a human hand. Another difference, if you look at the side of Aero's head, you may be able to see he has little sticky out external ears. Seals do not have those. They just have very small holes at the side of their heads, which indicate where their internal ears are. Now, the third difference between them is the way that they walk. Aero here with those long front flippers is rather tall, as you can see, and also he's able to rotate his back flippers underneath himself. Aren't you, Aero? Come on then, where are those back flippers? That's it, keep going, meaning he can walk on all fours. Well done, we're going to try that again. That's it, Aero, keep going, keep going. Oh, well done, thank you very much. Right, now in comparison, Aero, with their shorter front flippers, how tall is a seal? Not very tall at all. And Aero, how does the seal move? They shuffle along on their bellies like a big fat slug. Well done, Aero. What a brilliant seal impression. Give yourself a nice big clap. Excellent stuff. Right, now unfortunately, one thing that seals and sea lions do have in common is the problems that they face in the wild. Now unfortunately, mainly these problems are man-made, such as overfishing and pollution. We are by far the biggest threat to all marine life. Not a very nice fact at all. For example, when pieces of plastic rubbish like this get dropped and then swept out to the seas and oceans. Now guys, there is a very, very easy way for everyone here in our audience today to make sure that their rubbish never causes problems for any of our fabulous wild British sea life. And that is simply, if you do have a piece of rubbish, we make sure that we pick it up. And then where do we put it, Aero? Give him a little minute. Aero's not very good at aiming. Oh, give him another go. Come on, Aero, where's it going? In the bin. And if Aero can manage it, there are truly no excuses for you and for me whatsoever. Excellent stuff, you. Thank you very much. Right, now I've already told you guys just how strong Aero here is. Now this is one of the very important reasons why we like to train our sea lions here at Combe Martin. We do like to be able to keep them in tip-top physical conditions. We do have a bit of a keep fit routine that we like to put them through every day. Now we're going to start off with some very good cardio work down here on the stage. And we're going to start off with some jumps today with Aero. So back to you, Aero. Right back for me. Thank you very much. And let's do some jumping. Up and down. Woohoo! Good boy, Aero. Excellent stuff. Well done. Let's do some jogging. Aero. Woohoo! Fantastic. We're going to finish off with something very special. We're going to finish off with Aero's breakdancing. Go, Aero. Go, Aero. Excellent stuff. Well done, you. Fantastic. Right, now we're going to finish off with Aero's amazing ball jump up there. So if he hits it, please do give him an absolutely huge round of applause. Are you ready, Aero? Down you come. Off you go, Aero! Excellent stuff. Right now, unfortunately, guys, that has pretty much brought us to the end of our sea lion presentation here today. I do hope that you've enjoyed everything you have seen here. Now, if anyone has any questions whatsoever about our sea lions or the training that we do here, please don't hesitate to come find myself. I'll be stood over at the side there in just a minute, and I'll be more than happy to answer those questions for you. Also, if anyone would like to get up close and personal with Aero here today, a park photographer will be down shortly to do a kiss the sea lion photo. That's done through the glass, just down here in the corner. So when they turn up, if you're interested in doing that, go and speak to them and they can arrange that for you. Now, Aero, can you say goodbye to everyone? Good job. Very nice to say goodbye. Thank you very much for coming to our show, guys. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day at Combe Martin Wildlife and Dinosaur Park.
He's coming around this way. Right, that's this in. Yeah. I'm just going to say, if you don't behave yourself today, when you mind over here, I'll take you home. Mummy will take Elizabeth and Archie to the disco on the way tonight. Do you want to go to the disco? Right, be nice to them. Alright, you want that one?
Pay £5 That's it.
Daddy, I like you want to come out to the mommy.
See you, mate.
Come here.